and I'm here at Edgewater, Florida, downtown. Well, not too far from Daytona Beach Bike Week. I had stopped at the Chick-fil-A to get something to eat, and as I was sitting outside on the patio eating my food, walked up two motorcycle riders, two subscribers of the channel, and we got to talking about Harley-Davidson motorcycles and Indian motorcycles. And I'm here with Scott. How you doing, Scott? And Scott had, tell them what you had, Scott.
I used to have Indian Chieftain and Victory Cross Countries.
All right, so
Last 7 years.
he had Indian Chieftain and a Victory Cross Country. Now tell them what you have now.
I ended up buying a 21 Road Glide Special.
21 Road Glide Special. And this is a beautiful bike, guys. Look at this. All blacked out and looks good. And by the way, hats off to Scott. You just got done doing your iron butt ride from where?
Daytona Beach all the way through Tallahassee, Miami, all that.
Wow.
1,000-mile Shark Nose 1000.
Shark Nose 1000.
Yep.
And hold on just a second, Scott. I got to go look at this beautiful street glide over here, guys. Look at this thing. That is a nice looking bike as well. Now that looks like the one that I rode on the commercial, right? But this has just happened in the parking lot like a second ago. So this is not anything planned. So Scott, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions,
Sure.
And you can tell me what we were talking about while we were sitting there eating. You said that you really did like the Victory and you liked the Indian, but you ended up buying the Harley-Davidson.
Yes.
Okay, now tell me the good things. I'm gonna try to be fair. Tell me the good things about Indian first.
I believe they have superior handling over stock Harley-Davidson. I also believe that they're much faster, quicker, and braking's about the same now with the Brembros and stuff like that. So, yeah, actually a very good bike. Excellent bike. Excellent handling, excellent speed, controls. Perfect.
So you didn't have a problem with any. Okay, you liked the bike,
Yeah.
but there was a couple things that you didn't like that landed you over at Harley-Davidson. Now you were talking about, particular about where you're from. Hold on, guys. There's a truck going by. Okay, so where you're from, you said there's one Indian dealership, right?
Yeah, I live in Maine, and there's one Indian dealership in Maine, which is about 80 miles away. And if I go south, they go into New Hampshire. Manchester is about, 90 miles away.
Yeah.
So to get any type of service, you got to go an hour and a half or so to get it. I mean, and one of the things is the parts availability at these places for just general things with the dealer isn't very well.
Right. And you're talking about, let me turn this around on myself. So guys, he's talking about parts in stock at the dealership. If you have one dealership in the middle of Maine, and that's your lifeline, sorry, that's a big truck. That's your lifeline. You're trying to get your bike serviced and fixed. Now, these are not my words. I'm just saying, get your bike serviced and fixed, and you have one dealership out of a whole state to deal with. And you go to that dealership and they don't have it in stock. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's very inconvenient. And you also told me a story about a buddy riding.
Yeah, he was riding out west, and his bike broke down an Indian Challenger, and it was hundreds of miles to the nearest dealership, and they didn't have the parts to fix it. So, Harley's got dealerships basically on every corner.
Yeah.
We got, I think, 6, 7 in Maine versus one Indian dealership.
Yeah.
That was just one of them.
Yeah. Well, but how are you liking your new Road Glide?
Absolutely love it. I love the fixed fairing. I went to go buy a Challenger. They didn't have any, which is either good or bad. But I love the fixed fairing. I wanted to go back to a fixed fairing. The last one I had was 2012 Road Glide, and I loved it. I ended up putting a torque cam in it. I don't like the downshift.
And it sounds good, guys. When he pulled up, it sounds really good.
I don't like the downshift all the time, so I put a torque cam in it. Made the bike. You got to spend $5,000. Be honest with you, you got to spend $4,000 or $5,000 to make it run like an Indian. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, no, I want you to be honest about it. So now that you have the motorcycle, because when you first got it, you was like, okay, this thing doesn't ride like what you were accustomed to. but now you're going to be doing some upgrades.
I'm getting there.
Right.
I put better suspension on it. And I end up putting probably some. I'm going to look into the Oleans like you said, but I'm looking at maybe some giveaways putting on there. I'm not a light guy at 245 pounds, so Harley's got what, 2.1 inches of suspension. So
you want something with a little bit more suspension.
Where the Indian and Victories had 3.5 to 4 inches stopped.
And you're definitely not because you like Victory, you like Indian. You're definitely not a hater of those products. You still like those products.
Almost every brand of motorcycle.
So this is great that I'm asking you this. So someone asked about the service. How does service compare? Is it about the same price, service Indian versus a Harley, or?
It's about the same price on that. Yes.
Okay.
They're all services $100 an hour and up. And your 5,000 miles is $500. You know, each one. And it's about the same with the Indian. The Indian was no different.
Okay. What about, and I know the answer to this, but I'm asking anyway, what about the customization of Harley-Davidson motorcycles versus Indian motorcycles? Let's not even talk about aftermarket. Let's talk about, Harley has Screaming Eagle. I'm sure Indian has their performance stuff too. Do you have a lot to choose from when you're...
Aftermarket parts, there wasn't as much. And of course it's not. I don't know what Indian puts out for bikes per year, but when Harley puts out as many as they do, most of the companies are going to make parts for it. It's just the way it makes more economical sense.
Right.
So, but there are companies with a ton of Indian stuff, and it's coming, and it's getting better all the time.
Yeah.
But it's not to the amount that Harley aftermarket people make Harley parts. Not even close.
Right. And then one more thing before we go, because I know you guys want to ride today. So one more thing before I go. Let's talk about the fit and finish. The Harley-Davidson paint, the Harley-Davidson, just the whole trim, the fit and finish versus an Indian. Because you spoke on it over there while we were at the table. What do you think Harley-Davidson's fit and finish versus Indian?
Oh, absolutely top notch on the Harley-Davidson. Fit and finish of these bikes, I would say, is 70% better than the Polaris Indian.
Yeah.
The paint, so much better. And I've actually looked at Challengers and underneath the bags, half painted and stuff like that. I'm sure you can find that elsewhere too.
Yeah.
It seems like the bike's very well put together. Fit finish is great. Dealer networks are great. I think it's great about a Harley. They are worth a little bit more money.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, they're a little bit more money, but let's say this. Let's talk about this. Trade-in value. How does that?
Trade-in and resale value is better on a Harley.
Better on a Harley.
Yeah, much
okay.
better.
Much better. Okay.
Indian loses a little bit more value, but
okay.
That's okay. I mean,
okay.
You know, don't get me wrong. If I could have bought a Challenger, I probably would have bought the Challenger if they had it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with that. I just wanted to fix Barrett.
Yeah.
And back to black.
Yeah. All blacked out. Well, hey, it looks good, and you know what? I'm glad I did it live because I want to make sure that I got your honest opinion about it. And you said if they would have had a Challenger, you would have bought it.
I walked in to buy it.
Yeah.
They didn't have it.
So I guess the last word is, do you regret buying the Road Glide?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay. All right. And your friend who's off camera, I'm not going to put him on camera. I know you don't regret buying that Street Glide over there, do you? He said it's all he ever owned was a Harley. All right. Well, thank you, Scott.
You got it, bro.
All right. Have a good time while you're down here in Daytona. And all right. I'll see you guys later. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
You got it.
So this will be live. You'll see it. I mean, it's live already, so you'll see it. Okay.
Nice.
All right. See you. YouTube. Yeah. Yep. All right. Thank you. All right, guys. So that's what it is. He told me his honest opinion. I really appreciate him being honest about it. And that man, he has nothing to gain. He owned both of them. And he said he went to buy the Challenger and was disappointed that he couldn't buy the Challenger. He said that. So I like that when someone has had both things and are not biased, I guess you would say. He's had victories. He's had victories. He's had Challengers. Oh, thank you. He had victory. He has Challengers. So I'm walking and doing too many things at once. He's had victories. He wanted a Challenger, and that's his first Harley that he ever bought. And by the way, that was his first time ever eating at Chick-fil-A too. That was pretty cool. So, all right, guys, tell me what you think about that. And as I'm in Daytona, I may actually, if I find somebody else that would be good talking about the difference between Harley and Indian, I'll go up to them and see what they have to say. All right, guys, again, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. Check out all the videos that I will be uploading soon. And again, there they go right there. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Keep gliding. And as always, have a blessed day.